Hi everyone, good morning. In the previous class, we discussed about the different forms of a straight line. The first one is the slope point form. That means if the equation of the line passes through the point x1 y1, slope m, then the equation of the straight line is y minus y1 equal to m into x minus x1. This is the first form. The equation of the straight line which is passing through the point x1 y1, slope m, then it is y minus y1 equal to m into x minus x1. This is called the equation of the straight line, is in the form of slope point form. Okay, slope point form. After that, we discussed about the 2-point form. Okay, what is the second one? 2-point form. Okay, the 2-point form is the equation of the line. The equation of the line passing through the points x1 y1 and b is the x2 y2. Is it clear? So the equation of the line passes through the points a x1 y1 and b x2 y2 is y minus y1 equal to y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1 into x minus x1. This is the equation of the straight line. Okay, is in the form of 2-point form. Okay, after that, the slope intersect form. The third one we discussed in the previous class, slope intercept form. So here the slope intercept form means we have to take the slope of the line. The slope of the line is the m and the y-intercept be the c. Then the equation of the line equal to mx plus c. This is the equation of the line having the slope m and y-intercept c, that equal to y equal to mx plus c. These are the three forms. So we are discussed in the last class. Okay, is it clear? Now today we are going to discuss about some more equations of the straight lines. Okay, therefore the first one, a first degree equation in x and y represents a straight line. A first degree equation represents a first degree equation in x and y represents a straight line. Okay, the first degree equation in x and y represents a straight line. Okay, that means the first degree equation in x and y be the ax plus by plus c equal to 0, where at least a and b not equals to 0, non-zero numbers. Here at least a and b, at least a and b are the non-zero numbers. At least means either a or b or both. Okay, at least one of them non-zero. Therefore either a not equal to 0 or b not equal to 0 and a not equal to 0 or b not equal to 0. So the first degree equation in x and y. So the first degree equation in x and y, we have to take the always ax plus by plus c equal to 0. Now we saw that it is represents a straight line. That means we have to take the left hand side by equal to minus ax minus c. These two terms are sending to the other side. After that we can write by equals to the y equals to, this is the minus of a by b into x minus of c by b into b is sending to the other side. Now compare with y equal to mx plus c. Therefore, where m equal to minus of a by b. Is it clear? Is compare with the y equal to mx plus c, where m is the minus of a by b is the slope. Is it clear? So we know that y equal to mx plus c is always represents a straight line. So in the previous class we discussed about the y equal to mx plus c is called the straight line having the slope m and y-intercept c. Slope m and y-intercept c. Then the equation of the line is y equal to mx plus c. So we are taking the first degree equation in x and y is this one. We have to take the left hand side by and then into b sending other side by b. Therefore this is compared with y equal to mx plus c, where m is the minus of a by b. Therefore this is represents a always a straight line, okay, having the slope is minus of a by b, okay. Therefore, okay, so the first degree equation in x and y, we have to take the always ax plus by plus c equal to 0 represents a straight line. Just now we prove that it is always represents a straight line. How to prove that? We have to compare with this one, y equal to mx plus c. Y equal to mx plus c. Therefore the slope of the line m equals to, this is the minus of a by b. The slope of the line is m equal to minus of a by b. The minus of coefficient of x upon the coefficient of y. The slope of ax plus by plus c equal to 0 is the minus of a by b. But the perpendicular slope is undoubtedly the minus of 1 by m. Then it is the b by a. Perpendicular slope of the line is the b by a. Because the product of the slopes is always minus 1, then they are said to be perpendicular lines, okay. Now the equation of the line parallel to the ax plus by plus c equal to 0. The equation of the line parallel to ax plus by plus c equal to 0 and passing through the point x1 y1 is a into x minus x1 plus b into y minus y1 equal to 0. Okay. So here the required line parallel and passing through the, suppose we are taking the line is this one. This is the line ax plus by plus c equal to 0. Our required line is a parallel to the given line and passing through the point x1 y1. Is it clear? This is the given line, but our required line is a parallel to the given line and passing through the x1 y1. We have to know that when the two lines are parallel, the slopes are equal. Just now we know that the slope of ax plus by plus c equal to 0 is m equal to minus of a by b. This is the slope of the line. The slope of the line ax plus by plus c equal to 0 is the m equal to minus of a by b. So just now we observe, when the 2 points are given, we have to take the slope is m equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. when given that the first degree equation in x and y, then its slope is minus of a by b. So don't confuse it. Suppose the slope of the x-axis 0 and the slope of the y-axis undefined. If a line is parallel to the x-axis, its slope also 0. If a line is parallel to the y-axis, its slope undefined. Okay. At the same time, the equation of the line joining a x1 comma y1 and b x2 comma y2, then its slope is y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. Okay, just now we discussed the line is in the form of mx plus c. Here the slope is m. Therefore, now the slope of ax plus by plus c equal to 0 is m equal to minus of a by b. When the two lines are parallel, the slopes are equal. Suppose its slope is minus of a by b, then its slope also minus of a by b. Now here the two lines are given that the required line is parallel to the given line. Therefore the slope of the required line is also the slope of the given line is also minus of a by b. We know that slope and the point form. Then the equation of the line is by taking slope point form y minus y1 equal to m into x minus x1. Therefore, the required line is parallel to the given line. Therefore, we can write the required line parallel to ax plus by plus c equal to 0. Therefore, slopes are equal. Therefore, parallel to this line ax plus by plus c equal to 0. Therefore, when they are equal, when they are parallel, slopes are equal. Therefore, the required equation of the line is, now we can write the equation of the line is, the required line is y minus y1 equal to m into x minus of x1. Is it clear? The equation of the line y minus y1 equal to m into x minus x1. Now we are taking the y minus y1 equal to, this is the minus of a by b into x minus x1. Therefore, we have to take m is minus of a by b. Now the b is sending to the other side. It comes b into y minus y1 minus a into x minus x1. This minus a is sending to the other side. It becomes a into x minus x1. Is it clear? How to write this one? The minus term is sending to this side. A into x minus x1 plus b into y minus y1 equal to 0. This is the required line. Right. Now I will take one example. Here, find the equation of the line passes through the point minus 2 comma 1 and parallel to the 4x minus 7y plus 3 equal to 0. So we have to know that the equation of the line passes through the point x1 y1, passes through the x1 y1, okay, and parallel to the ax plus by plus c equal to 0. The equation of the line passes through the point x1 y1 and parallel to the ax plus by plus c equal to 0. Just now we prove that a into x minus x1, b into y minus y1 equal to 0. A into x minus x1 plus b into y minus y1 0. A is the here 4. X minus x1 is the minus 2. Minus of minus plus 2. the value of b is the minus 7. Y minus y1 is the minus 1. Now this is 4 into x, 4x, 4 into 2, 8. This is the minus 7y, minus into minus plus 7. Then it will come the 4x minus 7y plus 15 equal to 0. So here we can observe the required line and the given line only the differ by constant only. Okay, what is our observation is here the constant is 3 there, but the constant of the our required line is the 15. So the another method is, how can you write the another method? Find the equation of the line which is passing through the point x1 y1 and parallel to the ax plus by plus c equal to 0. So the another method can be taken as, we have to take the only differ by the constant. We can write the required line B. How to write the required line? Only we have to take the constant. Therefore, the differ by the constant only. Instead of constant, we have to take the k. Now the required line is passing through the point minus 2 comma 1. Therefore, this is passes through the minus 2 comma 1. Now substituting x equal to minus 2, that is minus 8. Substituting y equal to 1, this is the minus 7 plus k equal to 0. The k equals to minus 8 minus 7 minus 15, that will be sending other side plus 15. Therefore, the k value is substitute in this. This is our required straight line. This is the one more method. And another method is also there. The another method is, how to find the another method is, we have to know that how to find the slope of the line is minus of a by b. The slope of ax plus by plus c equal to 0 is the minus of a by b. Here the a is the 4, minus 4, by b is the minus 7. This is the 4 by 7 is the slope. We have to know that the equation of the line which is passing through the x1 y1 having the slope m is y minus y1 m into x minus x1. That implies y minus y1 is the minus 1, m is the 4 by 7 into x minus x1 is the plus 2. Now the cross multiplication, this is the 7y minus 7. The 7y minus 7 equal to 4x, 4 2 ja 8. These are all sending to the other side. We got 4x plus 7y is the minus of 7y. The minus of 7 is sending other side plus 7. Is there 8? 8 plus 7 is the 15. The 8 plus 7 is the 15. Therefore, this is also another method. In this method, we have to find the slope of the line first. That will be the minus of a by b, that is 4 by 7. Now the equation of the line passing through the x1 y1 and slope m is y minus y1 equal to m into x minus x1. Another formula is the direct method is a into x minus x1 plus b into y minus y1. The second method, we have to take the only differ by the constant, then which is passing through the point. Okay. So now the equation of the line perpendicular to the ax plus by plus c equal to 0 and passing through the point x1 y1 is b into x minus x1 minus a into y minus y1 equal to 0. So this is the given line. We have to take the given line is this one, ax plus by plus c equal to 0. The required line, this is our required line which is a perpendicular to the given line and passing through the point x1 y1. Okay, the given line is the ax plus by plus c. The slope of ax plus by plus c equal to 0 is, we know that m equal to minus of a by b. What is the slope is minus of a by b. Now the perpendicular slope of here, the perpendicular slope of is must be b by a. So we have to take the opposite sign, and the reciprocal of this one is the b by a. Therefore the required line is passing through the x1 y1. We can write this one. The required line is passing through the point x1 y1. The required line is passing through the point, passes through the point x1 comma y1, and the slope is, what is the slope is b by a. We have to take the perpendicular slope is, take opposite sign, and the reciprocal of this one is the b by a. That means when we can product these two, we got minus 1. The product of the slopes are minus 1, then they are said to be perpendicular lines. Therefore the required line is passing through the x1 y1, and slope b by a is y minus y1 equal to b by a into x minus x1. Y minus y1 equal to b by a into x minus x1. After cross multiplication, this is a into y minus y1, b into x minus x1. This one completely sending to the other side, b into x minus x1 minus a into y minus y1 equal to 0. Okay, this is the form, b into x minus x1. Okay, the plus a is sending to the other side, minus a into y minus y1 equal to 0. This is the formula, b into x minus x1 minus a into y minus y1 equal to 0. This is the logic here. What is the medicine here? This is the, we have to take the required line which is a perpendicular to the given line. Perpendicular to the given line. The slope of the given line is the minus of a by b. The perpendicular slope is, we have take the opposite sign, and the reciprocal of a by b is the b by a. Then we got the perpendicular line of the given line. Okay. So find the equation of the line passing through the point minus 2 1 and perpendicular to the line 4x minus 7y plus 3 equal to 0. Now here the required line, just now we find the b into x minus x1 minus of a into y minus y1 equal to 0. The b is the here minus 7. X minus x1 is the minus of minus plus 2. Minus a is the 4. This is compared with ax plus by plus c. Now passing through the point x1 y1. Therefore y minus y1 is the y minus 7. Now this is the minus of 7x minus 14 minus 4y plus 4 equal to 0. Now we have to multiply with minus here. This can be 7x. All of you listen here. This is the 7x minus of minus plus 4y. This is the minus of 10. We can multiply with minus. This is the plus 10. This is our answer. 7x plus 4y plus 10 equal to 0. Okay. Here the another method is the perpendicular of, all of you listen here, the ax plus by plus c. We can interchange these two. That means bx minus ay plus k equal to 0. This is the perpendicular to the line. So because this is the slope is minus of a by b, this is the slope is minus of minus plus. Is it clear? The minus of b by minus a. Now here minus minus plus, b cancel, a cancel, we got minus 1. Therefore the perpendicular line of ax plus by plus c can be written as interchange the coefficient of x and y, then we have to take the opposite sign of the y coefficient. Here also we can interchange these two. Now this is minus 7x minus 7x, here is there plus 4x, we can write minus 4y plus k equal to 0. How to write this one? We have to take the interchange of the a and b, then we have to take the opposite sign of the 4, plus 4 is there, minus 4. Now this is passes through the point minus 2 comma 1, minus 2 comma 1, therefore this is the 14. Is it clear? Put a substituting x equal to minus 2 and y is the 1. This is the minus 4 plus k equal to 0. Therefore k equal to 14 minus 4 is the 10 plus 10 is the minus 10. Now this is substituting this. We got minus 7x minus 4y minus 10 equal to 0. Now we have to multiply with minus on both sides. Then it becomes 7x plus 4y plus 10 equal to 0. Plus 10 equal to 0. Okay? Is it clear? What is the answer here? Both are same. And the another method is also there. Now that is the passing through the point is minus 2 comma 1. Therefore slope is the here minus of a by b. Minus of a by b. That means minus 4 by minus 7. This is the 4 by 7. Okay? Minus of a by b is the 4 by 7. Now the required line is a perpendicular to the given line. We have to take, when it is a perpendicular, y minus y1 equal to minus 1 by m into x minus x1. Y minus y1 equal to minus 1 by m into x minus x1. Y minus of y1 minus of y minus 1, y minus y1 is the minus of 1, minus 1 by m is the minus, reciprocal of this is 7 by 4, the x minus x1 minus of minus plus 2. Now is it clear? This is the 4y minus 4 minus 7 into x minus 7x, this is the minus 14. These all terms are sending to the other side. Then we will got minus of 7x. Minus of 7x is the plus 7x. Is there plus 4y. The minus 14 is the plus 14. 14 minus 4 is the 10. Now this is a 10 equal to 0. These are three methods. Okay. This one and this one and this one all are equal. Okay. Now we are going to discuss about the equation of the straight line in the intercept form. Okay. So the intercept form, that means if the line intersect the x-axis, if the line intercept the x-axis at A, intercept the y-axis at B, then the intercept form is x by A plus y by B equal to 1. Okay. The equation of the line having x-intercept A, y-intercept B is the x by A plus y by B equal to 1. So the solution is, here we are taking, this is the x-axis, this is the y-axis. So the line intersect the x-axis at A of length is the small a. The x-intercept, all of you listen here, the x-intercept is the small a. The x-intercept is small a. Therefore, the point A is the A comma 0. On the x-axis we know that on the x-axis y is 0 and the y-intercept is given that the y-intercept is the B. This is the B. Y-intercept is the B. Therefore, point B on the y-axis x0, 0 comma B. The point B is the 0 comma B. Now we have to find the equation of the AB. Now the equation of AB. Therefore, first we find the slope of AB. The slope of AB, that is y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. This is the x1 y1. This is the x2 y2. y2 minus y1, ordinates different. b minus 0 upon 0 minus a. Therefore, slope m equal to b minus 0 is the b. This is the minus of a. This is the slope of the line. The slope of the AB is the minus of b by a. Now we know that the equation of the line passing through the either point A or B, we have to taking either A or B. Then you can write here A equal to A comma 0. The equation of the AB. We know that the equation of the AB is y minus y1 equal to m into x minus x1. That is y minus y1. All of you listen here. The equation of AB is the y minus y1 m into x minus x1. The y minus y1 is the 0. Therefore, m is the minus of b by a. Minus of b by a. X minus x1 is the x minus x1 is the x minus a. Now here we can write the into b is the by b. That is y by b. This is the y by b equals to, is there minus of x by a. The minus into minus plus a by a. Is it clear? Into b is sending to the other side by b. Y by b. Is there minus 1 by a. Minus 1 by a. Now this is multiple with x. Minus of x by a. This is minus into minus plus a by a. Now this is sending to the other side. We got the x by a plus y by b equals to 1. This is the equation of the line. Okay. The equation of the line having x-intercept a, y-intercept b is called the x by a plus y by b equal to 1. Suppose if you are taking the LCM, then it will come bx plus ay. LCM AB sending other side. This is the AB. So we know that the first degree equation always represents a straight line. Therefore, all of you listen here. When it intersects the x-axis at A and y-axis at B, this is the base, this is the height, this is the right angle triangle. We know that the area of the right angle triangle is half base into height. The area of the right angle triangle of base into height. Therefore, here the area of the triangle is the area of the triangle formed by the line x by a plus y by b. The area of the triangle formed by the line x by a plus y by b equal to 1 with the coordinate axis is of base into height. This is the always the base in modulus. This is modulus. Why we are taking the modulus? The lengths are always positive. Base is positive, mod A. This is the mod B. We can write modulus of AB. The area of the triangle formed by the line x by A plus y by B equal to 1. You can write directly of modulus of AB. That is of base into height. The base into height. The base into height. The base is the A. Base is the A. Height is the B. The area is always positive. That's why we are taking of modulus of AB square units. Okay. Find the intercepts. Find the intercepts of ax plus by plus c equal to 0. Here the intercept means x-intercept and y-intercept. Therefore, the given line is the ax plus by plus c equal to 0. Now this is the y-axis, this is the x-axis, this is the origin. Therefore, if the line meets the x-axis at A, meets the y-axis at B. Therefore, on the x-axis, we have to know that y equal to 0. On the x-axis, y coordinate is the 0. Y equal to 0, substitute in the above equation, that is ax plus 0 plus c equal to 0. Ax equal to minus c. X equal to minus of c by a. Therefore, the x-intercept of ax plus by plus c equal to 0 is minus of c by a. Similarly, the y-intercept is the minus of c by b. This is the y-intercept means x0. This is the minus of c by b. This is the length. We can take this is the x-intercept. The length is the minus of modulus of c by a. Its length is the modulus of c by b. So now the ax plus by plus c. Suppose the area of the triangle formed by the line ax plus by plus c equal to 0 with the coordinate axis. Here the triangle formed by the line AB with the coordinate axis is the area of the triangle. We know that of base into height. Of base into height. Here the of base is the c by a. Height is the c by b. Now we can write this is c into c square is always positive. We know that area is always positive. Is it clear? The area is the half into c square by modulus of ab square units. Okay. We have to know that two formulas. The area of the triangle formed by the line x by a plus y by b equal to 1 with the coordinate axis is of modulus of AB. This is the area of the line with the code formed by the triangle with the line and the coordinate axis. Here the area of the triangle formed by the line ax plus by plus c equal to 0 with the coordinate axis is half into c square by modulus of AB. How to find this is, first we have to find the x-intercept is the minus c by a, y-intercept is the minus c by b. Here the x-intercept is the a, y-intercept b. That's why you can write directly half modulus of AB. When the x-intercept minus c by a, this is minus c by b. Now multiplication of these c square by AB. The area is always positive. Okay. Now we are going to discuss about the equation of the straight line in the normal form. Okay, in the normal form. So let be a line at a distance p units from the origin and alpha be the angle made by the normal from the origin to the line with the positive direction of the x-axis. Then the equation of the line is x cos alpha plus y sin alpha equal to p. All of you listen here. We have to find the equation of the line. Please listen carefully. This is the x-axis. This one y-axis. Its point of intersection is the origin. So here this is our required line. The required line is at a distance p units All of you listen here. Let be the line B, this is the line, B at a distance of P units from the origin. P units from the origin. Alpha be the angle made by the normal. Alpha be the angle made by the normal to the line from the origin. Okay? Alpha be the angle made by the normal from origin to the line. So, all of you listen here carefully. Alpha be the angle made by the normal. Normal means it is a perpendicular to the line. So, a line is said to be a normal. It is a perpendicular to the given line. Therefore, here is given that alpha be the angle made by the normal from the origin to the line. That means it makes 90. With the positive direction, we have to take the anti-clockwise sense. This is the alpha. Then the equation of the line is, x cos alpha plus y sin alpha equal to p. Okay. So from the diagram, we have to observe here, this is the line, is at a distance p from the origin, and alpha be the angle, this is the normal, okay, to the line from the origin, makes with the positive direction of the x-axis. Now, how to find the equation of the line? So, all of you listen here. Suppose here we know that this is the 2, 0. This is the 0, 3. Clear? So, all of you listen carefully. This is the length is the 2. This is the length is the 3. Now, it indicates the 2, 3. That means this length be 3. This length be 2. So, length of the 2 from the origin, this is the 3. When you can take 3, this is the 3. The point we can represent the 2, 3. 2, 3. Therefore, we can take the point here. If you take any point, here this is the point A, this is the point B, this is the point C. Suppose if you are taken x, y, this is. Draw the perpendicular. All of you clear here? Therefore, draw the perpendicular. We have to take of length x, this is. This must be y. This is must be y. So, here we got the right angle triangle. When you can draw the perpendicular, from C to the x-axis, this is of length x, this is y. The point C is the x, y. The point P is the x, y. From the right angle triangle, we have to know that the cos alpha, from the trigonometry we have to know that the cos alpha equal to, from the triangle ONC, the cos alpha be the adjacent side is the x, hypotenuse is the p. That implies we can write x equal to p cos alpha. That is the x. Similarly, we have to find the sin alpha equal to, this is the opposite side of alpha is the y, hypotenuse is the p. Okay. How to write? The cos alpha, adjacent side of alpha is the x, hypotenuse is the p. Similarly, sin alpha is the opposite of alpha is the y, hypotenuse is the p. Now the y equal to p into sin alpha, p sin alpha. Okay, p sin alpha. Now we know that the point C is the x, y. That means p cos alpha, p sin alpha. So this is the line is passing through the point C and perpendicular to the OC. Perpendicular to the OC. First we find the slope of OC. After then we have to take the perpendicular slope of OC is the slope of the required line. So therefore we have to find the slope of OC. That is the slope of OC is, we can write y minus 0 y minus 0 by x minus 0. Y is the p sin alpha, x is the p cos alpha. Therefore, this is the p sin alpha by p cos alpha. Therefore, this we got the sin alpha by cos alpha. This is the slope of OC. But OC is perpendicular to the AB. Is it clear? The OC is the perpendicular to, all of you listen here, the OC segment is normal to the AB. Now the slope of AB must be minus of cos alpha by sin alpha. Now we are taking the y minus y1 equal to minus 1 by m into x minus x1. So why we are taking minus 1 by m? This slope we are taking the m. This when we are taking this is a m. Undoubtedly its slope is the minus 1 by m, which is passing through the point is p cos alpha, p sin alpha. Therefore y minus y1 is, this is passing through the point C is p cos alpha comma p sin alpha. The required line AB is, the equation of the line AB is y minus y1 equal to minus 1 by m into x minus x1. That's why you can written as y minus of y1 is the p sin alpha minus 1 by m. Minus 1 by m is the minus of the reciprocal of sin alpha by cos alpha. That is the cos alpha by sin alpha into the x minus x1 is the p cos alpha. Is it clear? Now we can write this is y minus of, therefore now multiple with sin alpha, this is y sin alpha minus p sin into sin is the sin square of alpha. Okay, now this is minus x cos alpha minus into minus plus p cos square alpha. This minus is sending to the other side, that is x cos alpha plus y sin alpha equal to, then it is sending to the other side. We have to take the common term is the p. We have to know that the cos square alpha plus sin square alpha is the 1. Therefore, the cos square alpha plus sin square alpha is the 1. That is x cos alpha plus y sin alpha equals to p. This is the normal form. What is the p here? Which is the distance from origin to the given line. Which is the distance from origin to the given line. What is the alpha is here? Alpha is an angle made by the normal from the origin to the line, to the required line, which makes positive direction of the x-axis. Okay, x cos alpha plus y sin alpha equal to p. So the equation of the line ax plus by plus c equal to 0 is in the normal form or perpendicular form. Is in the normal form or the perpendicular form. Okay, therefore is in the normal form or the perpendicular form. In the normal form or the perpendicular form is a upon root of a square plus b square into x plus b upon root of a square plus b square into y, that is minus c upon root of a square plus b square, and another one minus a into x by root of a square plus b square minus b by x into root of a square plus b square, c upon root of a square plus b square if c greater than 0. Here the case 1 is this one. The case 1, all of you listen here. In the first case 1, if c is a negative, all of you listen. The given line we can take ax plus by equal to minus c. Ax plus by minus c. When we can write the given line is normal form or perpendicular form, undoubtedly we have to compare that one is the x cos alpha plus y sin alpha equal to p, where p is, we know that, perpendicular distance from origin to the required line. The distance is always positive. That's why, suppose here we are taking c is a negative, minus of minus plus. In that case it is no problem. How to compare this one, x cos alpha plus y sin alpha? We have to know that when we are taking the tan theta, the slope of this one we have to know that minus of a by b. That's why when we are taking the minus of a by b, don't take the sign. The lengths are always positive. This is the a. When we are taking the tan theta equals to minus of a by b, so undoubtedly the normal makes, that is the b by a. The normal is the b by a. Therefore the normal means b by a. That will be, we have to take b by a equals to, we can write where it is the b by a, this is the b, this is the a, this is root of a square plus b square. Therefore here we can write the a by root of a square plus b square, b by root of a square plus b square. Now we can write this is a cos x cos alpha plus y sin alpha. What is we required here? The root of a square plus b square. So when the line is in the form of ax plus by plus c equal to 0, undoubtedly we have to divide it by, all of you listen here, the divided by under root of a square plus b square. So is it clear? Then when we are divided by root of a square plus b square, undoubtedly it will becomes x cos alpha plus y sin alpha equal to p. So here we are looking here how to write this one. When we can write the normal form, this is the normal form, this slope is the minus of a by b. Perpendicular slope is b by a. So the perpendicular slope is our required slope of the normal line. When draw the right angle triangle here, so this is the opposite side, this is the adjacent side, this is the root of, all of you listen here, a square plus b square. The cos alpha must be a by root of a square plus b square. The sin alpha is must be b by root of a square plus b square. What is required here? The root of a square plus b square. That's why we have to divide it on both sides with root of a square plus b square. The cos alpha be the, undoubtedly this is x upon root of a square plus b square, and this is y into b by root of a square plus b square. This is the minus of c by root of a square plus b square is compared with x cos alpha plus y sin alpha equal to p. The x cos alpha plus y sin alpha equal to p. The cos alpha is here a by root of a square plus b square. Sin alpha is here b by root of a square plus b square. What is the p here? Mod c by root of a square plus b square. Why we are taking the mod c? The p is the distance from origin to the line. The p distance means always positive. That's why here the p equal to mod c. But this is undoubtedly positive because c is less than 0. When the c less than 0, we got negative number, minus of minus plus. In the case of 2, suppose we are taking the case 2, why to write here? The c is greater than 0. That means ax plus by equal to minus c. The plus c is sending other side minus c. When c is the positive, it is a negative. When c positive, suppose c is given that 2, this is minus 2. But the right hand side part always positive. because we have to compare with x cos alpha plus y sin alpha equal to p. Then we have to multiple with this one. This is the minus ax plus minus by minus of minus plus c. Now it is divided by under root of a square plus b square on both sides. Then you can write this is under root of a square plus b square. Under root of a square plus b square. This is also under root of a square plus b square. Now we can write again, it is a compare with x cos alpha plus y sin alpha equal to p, where p is the c by root of a square plus b square. Therefore this is minus of ax by minus of by root of a square plus b square equal to c into root of a square plus b square. What is the p is here? We get one time minus c, one time plus c. That's why we can write p is the mod c by root of a square plus b square. That means the perpendicular distance from origin to the line ax plus by plus c equal to 0. Okay, how to write this one? All of you listen. Find the perpendicular distance. All of you listen. Find the perpendicular distance from origin. Find the perpendicular distance from origin. Perpendicular distance from origin to the line x plus y plus 1 equal to 0 is, just now we find p equal to mod c by under root of a square plus b square. This is the c minus 1. Under root of a square plus b square is the 1 plus 1. This is 1 by root 2. So this is we have compared with ax plus by plus c equal to 0. What is the formula? The perpendicular distance. All of you listen here. The formula is perpendicular distance from the origin to the line ax plus by plus c equal to 0 is, the perpendicular distance from origin to the line ax plus by plus c equal to 0 is modulus of c by root of a square plus b square. This is the formula. Is it clear? The perpendicular distance from origin to the line ax plus by plus c equal to 0 is the mod c by root of a square plus b square. That's why we are taking the mod c is here. Modulus of c is the 1. A square plus b square also 1 plus 1. That is 1 by root 2. The 1 by root 2 is the distance from origin to the given line. That is the mod c by root of a square plus b square. Okay. This is today. I am requesting you all, please watch the videos and write the notes regularly. Thank you all.